You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Weird Science Comics YouTube channel, where I'm going to be reviewing Stargirl, The Lost Children #6, the series finale written by Jeff Johns and art by Todd Naok. This book does so many things that drive me crazy. There are more members in this book than Twice and BTS combined, and there's not even a J-Hope here to give me permission to dance. It doesn't fit snugly into the Dawn of DC continuity. Some of the overall narrative gets left behind a bit, and by the end, the 6-issue miniseries feels more like a prelude than a self-contained story. And you know what? I loved every second of it. Why? Well, I'll tell you.
Because of the kids.
Thank you, Mr. Glass. Now we're going to get into this right after I ask you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, enable the notifications, and let me know what you thought of Stargirl, The Lost Children #6, and the mini-series overall in the comments below. This issue pretty much is a huge brawl, but everything has led to it, and it was pretty satisfying by the end. Stargirl goes toe-to-toe with the childminder and blasts her in the face, which shatters her mask. I don't know about you, but I laughed out loud when we actually see the mask's main purpose seemed to be to cover up the childminder's beak. I mean, maybe if I had a beak, I would try to cover it up, but the childminder has chicken legs. She wasn't fooling anybody. Besides making me chuckle, though, all this did was get the childminder pissed off, and after finding out that the big plan here was to collect the children to make the childminder young again, our man starts to suck the youth out of Stargirl, and after a Barry Allen crisis panel progression, she's saved by Corky Baxter and Crockett. They show up here like Han Solo and Chewbacca at the end of New Hope, and I just know that Crockett is not going to get a medal either at the end of this, right? All this does free up the kids, and if you didn't smile when the lost children are hero posing and Judy Garrick yells, "We have each other," you are truly, truly dead inside. Listen, I'm a miserable prick, trademark, and I got a bit choked up when I saw that, and, you know, I'm an adult. I usually wait until the end to mention the art, but I can't wait that long here. The book looks incredible. Todd Naok is now on my list of favorite current artists just from this series. I loved it. Now, the battle isn't won yet, though, as most of the children gang tackle the childminder and eventually grant her wish, but the wish kind of ends up being a what came first, the chicken legs or the egg situation. But while that's going on, Courtney and Corky try to fight off our men, and just when it looked like they might be able to pull it off and end it all, the actual real bad shows up. Now, the easy way to tell if a story is good is when something like this happens out of nowhere, yet it still makes sense. And I don't know how Jeff Johns does it, but with all the timey-wimey stuff getting thrown at us in this issue and this series, it does all make sense. And a lot of it even does so in a very clever way. Now, Jeff Johns also set up enough background in this issue with Stargirl and Our Men to make their fight a lot more personal, even if you didn't read the JSA stuff that it is referencing, but not as personal as what Corky Baxter and then eventually Wing go through. Now, I'm not going to spoil all of this here, but they both end up being heroes, but neither of them will be joining the kids in their journey going forward. Maybe one will, but both definitely will not be, but we'll have to see. There are some feels to be had by the end of this, but I think I felt more for Corky, and I think I might be alone in that. He tried to do his best and do the right thing, and really, if what happens to the character is the same as what happened to the character pre-Flashpoint, it's even more heartbreaking when you see that ending. The issue and the series ends, though, with celebrations, dedications, a couple more things probably ending in shuns, and then we all are going to go off to the JSA #6 and beyond, because this is all going to continue in JSA #6. And please, please give us a young JSA book going forward. I need it so bad. Even though I want it more, I still love this issue. Maybe I loved it because I realized by the end I want it so much more. I like every kid in the group. And again, I just want all of them in their own. It's weird. There's so many kids here, and I kind of want one-shots with all of them. I mean, this could be its own imprint for just me. I'm sure some other people will jump on with me, but I just need the Lost Children imprint. Just keep pumping those books out. It'd be great. I hope they get their own young JSA book, because while I'll take them any way I can, I'm afraid they'll get lost in the shuffle in a JSA book that already has its own story going on. I already said Todd Nayok's art is fantastic, but it even goes beyond that. His art just fits this book. And that you have tons of great artists, but it's not always that great art fits the book. But when it does, boy, that elevates it and make it even that much more special. And it does that here. So all of that, but the idea that it is still feeling like a prelude, this issue is just a fight scene. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I'm struggling with thinking that's too low, but I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, but I'm going to recommend this series to anyone out there who's looking for an old school feeling book that will make you smile while reading it. And remember, the reason it's awesome is
Because of the kids. You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.